Good evening. Tonight we're going to start with lesson 8 in our fraction unit. I can use the area model and multiplication to show the equivalence of two fractions. First example is where shaded fractions have been decomposed into smaller units. Express the equivalent fractions in a number sentence using multiplication, and the first one has been done for you. If we look at the first one, we see that before they started to cut it apart, we see that it first started off into thirds. And this was shaded in, and then this was shaded in. So that represents 2/3. But then what happened is that they cut it in half. So now they have 2 rows, which means that they multiplied by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6, which makes sense because now, because we cut it in half, it turned into 6, and 4 are now shaded in. Now look at letter B. Same thing's going on over here. Before they sliced it, what was the original problem? Well, the original fraction was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was cut up into fourths with 3 shaded in. So our original fraction was 3/4. But because they drew this line and they cut it into 2 groups, to 2 rows, we now have a denominator. It's broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's now in eighths, and 6 are shaded in. Now what they did here was, because we cut it in half, we now have 2 rows, so we multiplied by 2. And those are our multiplication sentences to get an equivalent fraction of 6/8 from 3/4. All right, continuing on, before they cut it into these, looks like 3 rows, what did they originally have? Well, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this was cut up into fifths with 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 is shaded in. And now if you look, they made it into 3 groups. So if they're making it into 3 groups, we're most likely going to be multiplying by 3 to get 12/15. Well, let's see if that's correct. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Voila! There is our denominator of 15, and 12 have been shaded in to make our new equivalent fraction, because right here has been cut and right here has been cut. And now, because of those 3 rows, which we multiplied by 3 to get 12/15. The next one is decompose both shaded fractions into 12ths. All right, so they're telling us to do it in 12ths. Our new denominator has to be 12ths. Express the equivalent fractions in a number sentence using multiplication. All right, so right now the original fraction of this is cut up into 4 pieces, and only 2 are shaded in. But now they want us to create an equivalent fraction, and we want it to be in 12ths. So now, how in the world am I going to get from 4 to 12? Well, it looks like we're going to be multiplying by 3. And whatever we do to the bottom, we got to do to the top to get 6/12. So since we're multiplying by 3, and we have to make this a visual here by using this area model, because we're multiplying by 3, this means that we are making 3 groups. And because we made 3 groups, this now becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there is our numerator, 6. And this has been broken up into 12ths. So now we've got an equivalent fraction of 2/4 to 6/12. And it's all because we multiplied by 3. And we're showing that by making 3 rows. Draw area models to prove that the following number sentences are true. So 2/5 is equal to 4/10. Those are equivalent fractions. So we have to draw an area model here. And we're going to cut this up into fifths. And we are going to shade in 2, because that's the numerator. It says 2/5. Now we have represented 2/5. 1, 2. We cut up into fifths. But now we have to create this area model using the same one by demonstrating 4/10. And we're going to do that by cutting this in half. And once we cut it into half, we've now made 2 rows. And 2 rows, since we're making 2 rows, that means we multiplied the top, the denominator, and the numerator by 2 to get 4/10. Does that make sense? Yes, because look, here it becomes 1/10, 1/10, 1/10, and 1/10. So that means we have 4/10. So this number sentence is true. Determine which of the following are true number sentences. Choose that they're false or by changing the right-hand side of the number sentence. So if we look at 2/3, and they're saying it's equivalent to 4/9. Well, let's check that. If we did 2 times 2, we would get 4. But whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. Whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. So let's try that on the bottom. 3 times 2 is 6, not 9. So this one is false. Sorry about that. Let me make that nicer. This one is false. So let's try this one. 5/6, they say, is equal to 10/12. Well, let's try that out. They are saying that what 5 times what gives us 10? Well, we know that because it's 2. And what do we do to the top? We got to do the bottom and vice versa. 6 times 2, look at that, is 12. So this one is correct. Never give up, because great things always take time. Okay, guys, give me the 2 equivalent fractions, and give me the multiplication sentence that goes with it. Second problem, decompose the shaded fraction into 12ths. Express the equivalent fraction in a number sentence using multiplication. I want to see your work tomorrow. Number 3, draw area models to prove that the following number sentence is true. 1/3 equals 2/6. I want to see an area model. And tell me if this is not true or if it's true. Determine which of the following number sentences are true or false. Correct those that are false by changing the right-hand side of the number sentence. Which one is false? And I want to see your work tomorrow. You guys are truly the best. Great job tonight. Have a wonderful night.